Welcome back to Ill Eagle Culture Brands Red Tape Talk. I'm your host, John Ostos, a.k.a. Ill Eagle CEO, and I'm here with my two counterparts, Dion, Two Cup Larry, and Cody, Big Meat Mauk.
What up?
What's going on, fellas?
Nothing much.
Dion, do you have 2 cups today?
I drank one of them, but I got another one.
Word, okay.
Yes,
cool.
sir.
All right, so things are in order. You got 2 cups at least.
Yep, we're good.
And Cody, did you bring your big meat?
Yeah, I got big meat and some Zimbabwe's.
Man, I'm seeing those in the gym like crazy, like on the floor, laying around and shit.
On the floor?
Or like people leave their empty ones in the cubicles and shit, man, and the cubbies. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, is this a pre-workout now? That's what everyone's rocking, this new generation?
But like, okay, so let me break it to you guys because Nicole and I had talked about it. So on the golf course, Chase will have a couple, and I'm like, dude, sauce me one of those. We were golfing with Nicole, and I popped one in, and she's like,
trouble.
She looked at me and she's like, I can't believe you just did that. I said, what, dude? And so I'm golfing.
She was shocked that you did it?
Yeah. The next day,
no.
The next day we were like, no, I've only done it when we golfed.
Right.
That's it. And the next day she's like, I can't believe you did that. That made
what else
me
are you
so
sneaking
angry.
around doing, Dion?
Yeah. I said, dude, I have them in my car right now. I do it while I work. And she was like, you do not. I was like, yeah, I do. She's
damn.
like, you better not be doing that.
They might have to call the wedding.
That's the only thing
the marriage is over,
the marriage
bro.
is done, dude.
She's like, I didn't know you were like this.
Yeah, she said I cannot do it. And I was like,
you
damn.
mentioned nothing about this in your vows, Dion.
But honestly, I'm going to be real. I would never buy them because I would do them all the time. Like,
bro, I found a whole pack of caffeine things like that under Parker's mattress, bro. A whole pack. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. You better not be doing this shit, man. Like, there was like only
caffeine.
It was
they're
or
caffeine packets like the Zins though.
They make something called
and
grinds.
so I guess like all the kids in his school are rocking the shit or whatever because he had told me about it a long time ago, and I'm like, don't fuck with that shit. And don't be taking stupid shit when people give it to you like that. And he's like, all right. He never said anything. So when we found this shit, I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? And he's just like, I told you that I had bought that. I'm like, you bought that shit. And he's just like, yeah, and you told me not to take them. I'm like, fool, you told me your friend at school gave you one, and I told you don't do that shit again. He's just like, no, I said I bought one. I'm like, nah, you're fucking lying. You didn't tell me you bought a whole fucking case of caffeine pouches, bro. And they've been stuffed under his mattress for who knows how long, if it's from way back when we had that combo.
Was it full?
It was full. There was only one missing from it. Yeah.
That's good. That
I mean, but it's just, it was just like, you didn't tell me you bought them yourself, you know, like, and where can kids go and buy a whole pack of caffeine like that?
The fucked up
Anywhere?
thing is just the gas station.
That's where they go too. On lunch break, he said they go across the street all the time to that fucking Casey's over there.
That's nuts. That's the thing. Well, it's just caffeine.
Yeah,
I mean, you should be carded, I guess.
Yeah. To have that much caffeine in your pocket to just take as much as you desire, yeah, no way, bro. I don't. But he knows better. Like, we don't even let them guzzle energy drinks at their age. I'm just like, like sometimes him and Oscar will bag, and I'm just like, you guys got to share one then, because you don't need no 300 fucking milligrams of caffeine and shit. Your asses are wired naturally.
The way it is.
Now. That's the thing, dude. If I could go back, I'd get rid of caffeine because it'll get you.
I love it. I don't fuck with caffeine at all, man.
Yeah, that's the way to be.
Nothing.
No, I haven't had fucking an energy drink in months now.
Damn.
See, I'm on that one a day.
I actually started drinking coffee like consistently.
And caffeine and like energy drinks?
No, not really. Not really. I kind of swap out every now and again.
Yeah.
But not very much energy drinks anymore. It's mostly coffee.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Once winter comes, I'll start doing coffee. But then if I start working out, I'll do the energy drink for working out.
The problem with the energy drinks is it's cold.
Yeah.
And it tastes really good.
Yeah.
So I fucking slam them.
That's why I'm liking having the elements in now. I can drink those, and it's not an energy drink, but I feel like I'm drinking an energy drink.
See, maybe if I put one of those,
because it tastes like an energy drink. It's carbonated, it's got a little flavor
it is.
to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have the cans now.
Yeah,
I gotta
we
give
have
those
those
a
too.
shot. Maybe that'll be helpful.
So, and I'm enjoying them, man, because it's like that fixation. You see everyone drinking them in the gym all day, and you're just like, fuck, I just want.
But
are they 16s or are they?
They're 16. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
16 what?
16 ounces.
Oh, every time I do have an energy drink though, I feel like I'm giving myself a heart attack. Like, it doesn't feel like my heart, but I feel like this is not good.
It gives me anxiety sometimes.
I get bad.
If I have
like,
too
this
many
is
in
not
a week.
good for me.
Yeah, I've definitely. If I'm already
They're bad, bro.
at a
They're
heightened
straight
state
bad
of
for you.
anxiety,
They are for sure bad. I wouldn't recommend them to everybody, or anybody, but goddamn, they are good.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Those Dagon.
It's the only reason I'm not
ghost,
super big.
Ghost Sour Patch Kids,
dude.
Yeah, they're addictive. That watermelon one's like my favorite one.
Can I let you guys know something right now? I've been stuck on grape, just grape flavored stuff.
Oh, we're getting the grape ghost ones.
And I was gonna say, so at the gas station, I've found it
grape drink
only in a couple places, and not in Fargo, which is crazy. I found the grape ghost, and I'm like, I gotta stock up on these. Two times, only 2 times I found them in the past week, and I got 4 at once.
They
and then
sell
today,
out every time we order from our beverage guys. He's always like, "Man, we're out of stock again." This time he promised us that we have them in stock.
They are so dank. This the fucking best.
See, I might try. I might taste one,
it's
but I'll
so
never
good.
drink the whole can.
I love it. It's like my favorite drink.
That's fire, dude. It's good to hear.
Yeah, it's good.
Fire, no cap.
No cap.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to get into this time around. A lot of weird shit's happening. Like we said, it was going to increase as we got closer to the election, and fuck is it. But let's first start off this whole what is it, Aurora, Colorado. There's a lot of crazy shit going on there with the migrants that have come over. And apparently a gang from Venezuela is taking over like this whole community or this town in Colorado, and they've taken over like apartment complexes. I don't know how valid this shit is, but it's been days now and we've not heard nothing of it. But supposedly all these Hells Angels and Mongols were headed to Aurora, Colorado. Too. Yeah, and there's all kinds of different gangs there that I've seen people making videos of them walking around the apartments, yelling and screaming for the Venezuelan gangs to come out, and no activity though, bro. And it's just like, and over here we're all like, what the fuck is going on? Why ain't cops gone in there? Have National Guard gone in there? Why hasn't nobody done anything? I think Kamala mentioned it once and says everyone's over exaggerating it and hyping it up bigger than it really is, and it's not that serious.
Well, apparently they did arrest those guys, or at least one of the guys in that video.
Oh, really?
In the apartment.
But why one of them?
Well, I think somebody had shot into the wall or something, or shot one of the guns that they had.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I did.
These were just for looks, not for shooting.
I did see something about that.
You're allowed to carry them, you just can't fire them.
Yeah.
But I also heard that they like kind of dispersed and they tucked tail and ran.
Maybe they did.
I don't know.
Why would you go? Why I would never. So like being one of these bikers, why would you ever walk up to an apartment building where guys have guns?
I think this is bullshit.
Yeah.
I think that people are posting these random videos of these bikers flying all over wherever, and none of them are going. Because, bro, they would have been there by now.
Yeah.
And we would have heard about it.
Yeah.
We would have seen it on the news. They would have been like, Trump supporters show up to remove safe and, non-illegal immigrants, or what, the border crosser. Like they would gaslight the shit out of it, bro.
Yeah.
But they're not. And so I don't think there's any truth or validity to this bullshit.
Read underneath the video.
It's from 2013. The Hells Angel Motorcycle Club will be in Colorado for a Four Corners motorcycle rally, not to deal with the Venezuelan. But so the reason why I wanted to show this though is because we're starting to see it a lot. I don't know if it's being infiltrated or if just the right-wing conservatives are just fucking being ignorant as fuck and just quickly sharing the nonsense that they see posted without fact-checking or verifying. And it's making us look really fucking stupid.
Unfortunately,
on this side.
I do see that a lot.
Yeah, it's bad, bro.
I know what they're doing. They're doing it just for clicks.
Yeah,
to grow their page.
Clickbait. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
It's absolute bullshit, though.
Yeah,
it's total bullshit.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you could just be real and factual.
Well, it just makes us look stupid when we're constantly saying we just want fair and equal, and we want things to be done right, and we want these motherfuckers to stop gaslighting and bullshitting the stories and the narratives, and then people on this side are over here doing it, or we're being infiltrated and they're pretending to be right-wing conservatives and then posting dumbass shit to make it look stupid on our end too. But so it kind of blurs the lines, man, and makes it hard to tell who's who in the situation, and it's fucking getting annoying as fuck.
Yeah, that's super annoying.
So yeah, who knows? But yeah, there's multiple videos. This one here, they're saying can confirm Hells Angels headed to Aurora, Colorado. Stay strong, America. But again, there's nothing on here saying that, if it's true or not. So I don't even want to show the videos because it's not legit. But we got to stop that nonsense for sure. But I'd like to get into this one. So this is breaking news. This was several hours ago. The FBI has reportedly executed a search warrant and seized the cell phones of the NYPD commissioner as well as several other high-ranking officers.
Whoa!
Something massive is happening in New York. This comes just hours after top aides. Ah, fuck! I lost it.
You lost
on the
it.
right side.
Oh, it's on the right.
Oh, yeah. After top aides of Democrat Mayor Eric Adams had their homes raided by the feds. What's going on? Again, not sure the validity of this, but people are showing a whole bunch of videos as well of National Guard being set up in like Brooklyn and all over. And some people are saying that they're preparing for the arrest of Donald Trump, and a lot of the police officers locally don't want to participate. And so they're stepping down or bowing out of participating. So they're sending National Guard, and others are saying it's for crowd control when the shit happens and all this nonsense. So
what about like is this tied into the Chinese lady who was discovered or no?
What do you mean?
The Chinese lady who was a high-ranking official who was actually a Chinese spy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
Does that tie into this?
So this is the video I'm talking about here.
Look, guys, the National Guard. National Guard is now all over Brooklyn, man. There ain't no cops anywhere. It's only National Guard now, everywhere. Look at that shit. Martial law coming, man. Look, guys, the National Guard.
Martial law's
It's like
coming.
4 guys.
Yeah.
All over Brooklyn, man.
There's been other videos I've seen too, but yeah, again, what's the truth? There must normally be cops in the street, standing in the middle of the roads and all that shit there, but apparently not. It's weird.
I don't know. When is the judgment supposed to come down?
Oh, Laura Loomer posted this one too. That's the reason why I thought it was a little bit more valid. She says they're staging the National Guard because they are expecting so many cops to call out sick on September 18th. So they don't have to participate in the sentencing of Donald Trump by Judge, is that Merchan? I reported this on Friday. National Guard is being stationed near the courthouse in case police refuse to transport Donald Trump to Rikers Island.
Wow.
I've heard reports that they're setting Rikers Island up
Yeah.
for him. They've got a place already prepared. They're going to give
I
him,
suppose that they
regardless,
have to, though,
they're going to
right?
give him a minimum of a year and this and that. And like, I'm hearing all this crazy shit. I don't know what it means to the election. It sounds like some people are like, he's going to win from in there because I believe he can still run.
Yes.
Even if he gets locked up, and
That's
he can
so
still
wild.
be elected president.
Yeah.
If he gets locked up.
How
I
is that
believe
even
that.
possible?
I don't know. And even Trump, his campaigns and emails and stuff that are coming out, he's saying things like, X amount of more days before, the darkest hour of my campaign and this and that. Like he's acting as if though he's prepared to hear some nonsense bullshit about, his sentencing.
They're going to try to lock him up.
All right, for sure. They're
Imagine that, and then they don't lock up.
Was it
freaking
you
Joe
that
Biden's
sent that
son.
one earlier where it was another like Veritas undercover kind of thing where the guy was talking about how they're doing this intentionally to Trump and that they're pulling up fake charges and doing whatever. Yeah, that's clear evidence right there, bro.
Yep.
They're gonna do whatever they can to make sure this motherfucker cannot be elected president. Everything, including make up false charges and lies and put him in jail or prison, with false claims. It's crazy.
Did you guys see Hunter Biden pleaded guilty but said he wanted to remain I don't even know what it's called. He pleaded guilty but in
He
a
didn't
certain
want to
way.
admit to certain charges.
Yeah. Where he pleads guilty but he isn't not innocent. He is innocent still.
Yeah.
He pleads guilty, but he's not admitting to any crimes.
Yeah, he's not
It's the
admitting.
same thing that
It's like just taking a plea deal to get out of on a lesser charge, but you're not actually admitting to
Labeled.
the crime.
it's the same thing that happened with that guy that his wife tripped and fell down the staircase. Have you guys seen that?
Uh-oh.
Oh, she tripped and fell down the staircase and hit her head and ended up dying.
What?
And they went through the whole trial and everything, and he ended up pleading guilty, but didn't admit to the crime. So he was essentially let off, but still pled guilty.
Weird.
So it's just kind of the same thing. It's like he's pleading guilty to the crimes, but he's not admitting that he did the crime.
Yeah, I wonder how
But I
that's
don't know
gonna
what,
work.
but he still gets.
So I heard that this Hunter Biden case was behind closed doors. Nobody, announced or was given notice that it was going to happen, and it was with someone that was going to let him off, with a light penalty. So they went real quick in a private meeting and had this hearing for him, and it was basically his negotiating terms that they agreed to.
That's weird because they publicized Trump's case the whole entire time.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, so a lot of weird stuff is coming forward. I don't know what to believe anymore, man. It's so hard. It's like they're really doing a good job at convoluting.
Well, we know
situation.
September 18th. That's fact. Like
Yeah,
that date is for sure.
A week and a half.
It's
baby.
his sentencing date, and I mean, they're not going to say go home, and they're not going to put him on house arrest, or maybe they will. I don't know. But if locking him up does nothing to slow the election process,
Then what's the point?
what's the point? Yeah.
They
So
can
it's
just
hard
say
to
he's
so it's hard
actually,
to
like-
say that's true, because if he can still be elected from prison, what's the point of locking him up? They might as well just put him on house arrest and prevent him from campaigning.
Yeah.
But he's a prisoner then. It's just like another
Yeah, I
thing they
know.
can say. But
He was convicted. Now why would you vote for him now? You know what I mean? It's true. That's what they'll run with that
bro,
narrative.
it's
But
crazy
everything-
seeing the signs in people's yards.
Bro, Minnesota's full
Minnesota
of
is
Walz,
full of Walz
fucking
signs.
Harris signs all over my neighborhood, bro.
Really?
It's
Walz
crazy.
Harris.
Moorhead?
Yeah.
Really?
Everywhere, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Not everywhere.
I mean, everywhere in Minnesota.
Yeah.
On the way
is.
on the way out to the lake, I see all Trump
Oh
shit.
man, it's all over.
There's even a Trump store outside of Lake Park.
Well, yeah, they got those everywhere.
It's a store, dude.
I never seen a Kamala one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
just weird
legit
though.
Store, Trump
Like,
store.
I can't believe how many people are blindly just fucking diving into this nonsense, bro, and not doing their due diligence. It's fucking weird.
Well, I mean, granted, that's Moorhead, so it's a relatively populated city, just
Yeah.
downtown, just like Fargo. It's
Mhm.
downtown Fargo is just
Speaking of
similar.
which,
Trump dog with the tan.
the
This
Trump
looks like-
dog with the Waltz
Yeah,
family.
he's really old.
This is the Waltz family. They're all for Trump. So this is interesting because Trump's taking full advantage of the brother having come forward and saying, I would not vote for my brother. If you guys knew the things that we knew as a family about him, you would not want this person running for president
Is
of
that
the
guy
country.
his brother in the middle?
This one is, I believe,
Yeah.
yeah.
They look
So
similar.
apparently there's this Waltzes for Trump campaign going on, and he flew to Nebraska or Omaha to meet with the Waltz family and to get his endorsement from them. That's huge for him because that's going to sway a lot of people back when they go, wait, his whole family thinks he's a bad person, thinks he's the kind of person that should not be running the country. Like, that's got to say something.
We're bringing
bro.
great joy.
It's got to say something bad about him.
But the thing is then I saw some comments on one of these and it was like, oh, RFK's family did the exact same thing. So it's like, okay, but I don't think
Yeah, but that's what they do on the left, bro. Like, they say this happened, they're just like, yeah, well, us too. It's like this whole fucking childish game that they do. It's not comparable.
No, I mean, one's
It's not
a
the
guy
same.
that just endorsed the president and one is the
Yes.
maybe possible vice president. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they
still-
don't even compare, man.
it's, I don't even know, does RFK's family like hate him?
Yeah, they don't get along.
They don't.
No.
But I mean, Trump's own sister is writing a book about him, and she's voting for Biden and Kamala and all that shit too. But you got to think about the credibility of some of these people.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. And I think there's just too many people for us. We just don't have a fucking clue about that are compromised,
Yeah.
and they can't come forward and say anything. They can't vote the wrong direction because they'll get exposed for being wicked, evil, or corrupt in some way, shape, or form. And let's be real, all these politicians are millionaires and they're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean?
multi-millionaires.
Yeah, and they're not supposed to be. None of them make the kind of income to make them
On
a
a
millionaire.
public, yeah, what do they call it? Public salary or whatever?
They're
Or,
saying,
not public salary. Public service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're saying Hunter Biden will have to pay a fine of up to $1 million. I was like, that ain't shit.
Oh, so just go make
Dude,
it
he
a
sold
quick
it.
deal.
He sold one piece of art for 500,000.
Yeah. Like, what is that gonna do?
Well, of course, it's a money laundering scheme, but
Yeah.
so he probably made a lot more off of that.
Yeah, for sure.
He ain't worried about no $1 million fine.
No,
It's
no.
not going to come out of his pocket either. Bro.
No, it's gonna come straight from us.
Yeah. They'll figure out a way to make that shit dirty, bro.
God.
But yeah, it's crazy. What else? What else? There's a lot of crazy shit.
It's gonna be an interesting couple months here. We're getting down to the fine print here. This is it.
Oh yeah. So here's a good one. I'll show a video on this one too. This one they're talking about good old Biden, he's come out of hiding, and basically it says
the
just
aviators on.
Yeah, President Biden admits that the Inflation Reduction Act was not actually about inflation after he started ranting without the teleprompter. Holy shit. Biden said the Inflation Reduction Act was actually about funding climate change efforts and said the act should have actually been named something different. Through my investments, the most significant climate change law ever, and by the way, it is a $369 billion bill. It's called the Inflation Reduction Act. We should have named it what it was. Interesting. So let's hear him say it with his own cringy fucking voice.
My investments, through my investments, the most significant climate change law ever. And by the way, it is a $369 billion bill. It's called the. We should have named it what it was, but at any rate, my investments, through my investments,
out, or he just didn't say
the most
it.
significant climate change law ever.
I think it's just clipped out.
And by the way, it is a $369 billion bill. It's called the. We should have named it what it was, but at any rate,
I think they just know that the bill was that much and they tied it to it. But yeah.
It's just, this dude's a puppet, bro, and I feel like he's exposing himself right now because he's not playing ball with them anymore. They're divided in the Democratic Party. CNN, even themselves, are showing is against Kamala, and they're calling her out on all her BS and stuff too. So I mean, it's interesting, that's for sure. But in some lighter political news, apparently our boy Conor McGregor is running for president in Ireland.
That's what he said?
He ain't fighting.
He says, as president, I hold the power to summon the dial as well as dissolve it. So as I said before, I would have all the answers the people of Ireland seek from these thieves of the working man, these disruptors of the family unit, these destructors of small businesses, and on and on and on. These charlatans in their positions of power would be summoned to answer to the people of Ireland, and I would have it done by day end. Or I would be left with no choice but to dissolve the dial entirely. Stop the train until the people of Ireland deserve the answer they seek. Point blank, this would be my power as president. I know very well. Ireland needs an active president employed wholly by the people of Ireland. It is me. I am the only logical choice. 2025 is
This guy
upcoming.
needs to fucking take a break and just go.
He needs to get off the coke.
Just go somewhere else.
He needs to get off the coke, bro.
Fuck, dude.
Can you imagine if Ireland votes this fuck job in as president?
That'd
bro?
be so nuts. Just
But this is what's scary. This world is so about popularity and so about what's trending and, you know, being manipulated by the flashy lights and the screens and shit. They would vote this motherfucker into president.
yeah.
They would vote him in to be president. He would get coked out and drunk,
constantly
fuck over the nation, and then apologize the next day and say, "I promise I'll do something big
We'd
for
be
you."
constantly seeing selfies of his junk.
Yeah, can you
He's got
imagine
like
the
a white suit
president of
just-
Ireland
Yeah,
just got
he's-
his fucking bulge everywhere he goes,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
No, that's so wild.
He ain't fighting.
Dude.
Imagine him and Trump taking on the elites together. Oh,
Who the fuck is that guy?
who the fuck does Iran think they are?
I just don't get what makes people so delusional, or if he's just trying to stay like relevant, or what it is,
I don't know, man. It's tough to say.
or if he's just that fucked up on coke. Like maybe that is.
I
What
mean,
it
he is that fucked up on
Yeah.
coke. Let's be real, bro.
Like, dude,
Like,
you're-
it's bad.
and he had it all. He has it all, I should say, but fuck,
Man,
except for his
okay,
brain.
I want to jump into this video too, Cody, that you sent, because this shit.
Tulsi's the shit.
Yeah, bro, this is fucking crazy though. Like, this just shows how fucking wicked and corrupt these goddamn people are, man. It's bad. One day we're gonna get a fucking pissing pot in here for Cody.
Yeah,
can stay
literally.
seated a
We
whole
could just get a
episode.
fucking, what is it called? The colostomy bag. No, what's the one you go in your pee hole? I forget.
We go, oh, when they put the tube in that
Yeah.
bitch? Yeah, what the fuck do
That's
they
what we
call
could
that?
get for him, though.
Yeah, I ain't touching it.
Yeah.
Be like, put this bitch on, Cody.
Well,
Yeah,
look
don't
at
think they
the
shove that joint in your dick
Yeah,
hole? don't
right
they?
into
Yeah.
the hole. Oh God, it makes me feel
Fuck.
sick.
I can't remember what the fuck they call that. There's a name for it.
There is. I can't remember it either.
All right, let's bust this on real quick.
All right.
They already blocked it, bro. See, I thought Zuck was playing even and fair now. Why is things still being
just
banned?
before boarding a flight on July 23rd, my husband and I were pulled aside for additional TSA screening. Our electronics were swabbed for traces of explosives, and when we landed, my husband was pulled aside for another round of additional screening. On the next several flights that we took, our boarding passes were marked with the quad S, and we were subjected to in-depth searches by the TSA every single time, each time taking 30 to 45 minutes. Every inch of our body patted down, every item in our carry-on searched and swabbed for explosive residue, and sometimes going through this all over again at the gate before being allowed to board the plane. Every time this happened, we were told by the TSA agent there, this is just a random selection. Now that might have been believable if it had happened just once or twice, but 5, 6, 7, 8 times in a row, there's no way. On August 4th, Federal Air Marshal whistleblowers came forward with very disturbing information. They revealed that I had been added to a secret terror watch list run by the TSA called Quiet Skies. Now, just before board.
Okay, that's fucking some crazy shit, bro. You want to talk about
Weaponization.
election interference, political, whatever nonsense that they're doing, bro. This is a fine example of what that looks like.
Where's she from again? There's
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a congresswoman from Hawaii. She ran for president and in 2020 and demolished Kamala Harris on the debate stage, and which pretty much ended her run for president at the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's also the latest Democrat to switch over and endorse Trump too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why are they going after her?
Because of that.
Yeah, she's a part of the Trump team now.
Yep.
So-
Same like when RFK endorsed him, they dropped his Secret Service
Did they?
detail. They took it away from him.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah. They're wicked, bro.
Yeah.
But they're blaming everything that they're doing. They're blaming the right for doing. They're saying, "Oh, Trump's doing this and interference and and he's gonna, use these rules to go after political opponents and jail them and this and that." It's like it's everything they're fucking doing, which is why I'm so dumbfounded by people who are just like, "Nah, Trump's bad and these people are the ones." It's just like you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
But most people aren't in society today, bro. Everyone's fucking stupid now. It's crazy.
But they don't have to give him Secret Service because he's not running for president anymore, right?
He is still running. He's just not running in the states where Trump's going to take an obvious win.
Okay.
But he's still on the ballot in other states where he could potentially cause an effect, he's saying. So yeah, he's bowed out partially. So he still needs the detail. They just took it away from him because I wouldn't be shocked if this fool's next to get assassinated. That'd
be so nuts.
He's deliberately going at
them directly.
But like the food, the big pharma, like he's going straight at their necks and he's like, make me fucking, get Trump in, put me in office with Trump and his cabinet and I'll clean up the food that we're eating. These people are poisoning us. They're trying to kill us. They're giving, these things are banned in other countries. He's talking all the shit that everyone's talking.
That'd be amazing.
Make America healthy
they took
again.
his detail away and said somebody kill him.
Yeah.
For sure, bro. Like, there's no way. And it's so corrupt and evil. I don't give a fuck. This is supposed to be a two-party system. And one side is literally trying to kill and take out the other side with foul play instead of just let it be an election, a race, bro. You know what I mean? So something crazy is happening.
I wonder what other countries and stuff, just the regular people think about like what's going on here.
They think we're a third world country now. In fact, if you go on to the pages, like the conspiracy pages, they're making videos and posting them to these pages saying things like, guys, it's Trump. You need Trump. He's going to save America. Take it from the people outside looking in. We can see what's happening. Your government's corrupt. They're evil. Like, you guys need Trump. Trump can help save the world. And like, they're saying all this crazy shit. The fanatics of Trump are worldwide right now because the people on the outside looking in can see what's happening to us. The people on the inside, for the most part, don't. They're just dumbfounded and brainwashed, bro, and MK Ultra'd by all the devices and everything. And so they're just voting in the wrong direction. It's why none of these people can make an argument for why they stand in the position they stand in.
Yeah.
Why are you voting for her? What's her policy? Why did you vote for Biden? What have they done that's good? And they freak out, get mad, and scream and do all this random shit, but they can't make an argument. They can't. You can show them stacks and statistics and actual factual evidence of all the shit that they're saying on the right, and these people will just fucking freak out and walk away and call you names.
Well, it's so frustrating because like she's been coming out saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna close down the border. Okay, Trump's idea. We're gonna not tax on tips. Okay, Trump's idea. And then she came out with a policy saying that she's gonna watch the prices for groceries, or what is it? Regulate the prices for groceries. Yeah. And then she walked that back because like nobody was for that because it's basically communism, right?
But the basic simple fact that they say we're not going to release our policy till after the election should tell everyone everything they need to know.
They said that, or
that's her, when everyone's asking what are her policies, she's basically walking it back and saying we'll release our policies when we're elected.
Yeah.
Somebody here?
No, it's just
I think it's the fridge. Yeah. Yeah. You get scared, bro? Dion's like, it's real close to Halloween. What's happening?
Tweaky, bro. I don't know.
Nah, he tweaking.
Too much Zen, homie.
Yeah, I don't do that shit. That's what I was saying. I'd get addicted for sure. That shit's got grips.
Yeah, so this is interesting, man. This experience that she had, and this special secret watch list called Quiet Skies.
How bad that would suck. Like, to get on the plane and have to do it, and then get off the plane and then get pulled. Yeah. If I were her husband, I'd be like, bro, you got to drop out. I'm sorry. I can't be
I used to tell
that.
this story. So, like, 9/11 happened, and then I came here in 2002, and I was working for a temp agency. It was this company, orbits.com, right? It's like a call center. I became a trainer for this company, and I flew for the first time in my life around the other side of the world. I went to Africa, right? On my way there, this is when TSA, everything was at its all-time like highest and most secure. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy policies to fly, and like it was really difficult. I was moving out of an apartment around the time that I was traveling, so I had packed all my shit up and put it in storage, and I jumped on a fucking plane and went from fucking here to Chicago to London to Mauritius, Africa. Get there. I'm unpacking my shit, take out my laptop bag. Now, keep in mind, it's separate from all my luggage. It's just a bag where my laptop was in for work. Take that shit out, bro. And at the bottom of my laptop bag is a big ass fucking, it was a DeWalt double-sided box cutting knife, bro. Oh. So on one end was a 4-inch blade, and on the other end was a box cutter. And it was in my bag. And, bro, Fargo ran my bag through the security scanner. In Chicago, to fly to London, they did it again through customs. And then from London to Mauritius, they ran my bag again through the fucking x-ray machine. When I discovered it in my bag, I was like, oh, my God, I'm in fucking trouble. Like, I freaked out a little bit. Then I was like, wait a minute. I'm already at my destination. Yeah. But then I started thinking, A, I worked for the airline or for the travel industry. B, it was the all-time like strictest security, policies to travel anywhere, let alone around the world, because of 9/11 had just happened, and somehow I got through all these securities, bro, with this fucking knife, this blade in my bag. I could have easily pulled out on the airplane because the bag came with me on the plane. Yeah, I could have pulled that shit out and fucking just sliced people up. And the worst part about it was at the time it was the narrative that these guys hijacked the plane with box cutters. Right. Plastic box cutters and shit. And here I am with this fucking blade, double-sided, bro. It literally had a 4-inch knife on one end and a fucking box cutter on the other.
They didn't hijack the plane with box cutters, right, though?
No, I don't know.
They had like a
fake gun
vest.
Oh,
it was
like
a fake
a bomb
suicide vest that they rigged up, but it wasn't real. But I think there was a box cutter on the plane.
There had to be some
well, that was the story, is that they were saying that they
someone got their neck
slit? They used a box cutter to hijack the plane, and I think there was like a U.S. Marshal or something on one of them, and I don't remember the narratives anymore. But yeah, so that shit freaked me out. But yeah, just like that kind of security right now to get checked that often, as opposed to like closest to 9/11 you could be and travel clear across the fucking globe with this blade in your carry-on luggage, bro. That's fucking wild shit.
I don't know why I'm stuck on this right now, but I don't know what I would do. Like in a 9/11 situation, like it's box cutters that we're up against, and there's like 30 of us on this plane even. Like,
oh yeah, someone's getting boxed the fuck out, bro.
Yeah, like I'm gonna take my chances fighting this guy with a box.
You might get sliced a little bit, but
hindsight when you look at it now, it's like, yeah, you're gonna freaking go down swinging, but at the time they had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah, but I'm deathly afraid of like planes already. So if I know like, okay, these guys are gonna hijack it, or else we can fight these guys that have knives, I'm probably gonna have to try and fight the guys with the bomb and the knives.
Yeah,
because we're gonna die no matter what.
Well, they don't know that though. That's what I'm saying. They didn't know what they were planning. They didn't know they were planning on fucking driving into.
Yeah, I guess it was so new, like that level of danger. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
man.
We've seen it now. We're in that danger, so it's just like you have to be ready for something crazy like that, or think on your toes a little bit.
Yeah, I think people are more prepared these days to do something in defense because there's so much crazy shit going on and so much chaos just randomly in the streets wherever we go.
Ready to fight.
Yeah, I mean,
well, if you look at United 93, the one that crashed in Pennsylvania, they charged the cockpit. One of them hit the other dude with a coffee pot. Knocked him out and then charged the cockpit. Tried to get controls from the guy and then ended up nosediving.
And that's where I get scared.
Imagine the men on that plane, though.
The what?
The men. There's got to be way more men on that plane at any given time than a woman. Any plane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to just have 30, 40 fucking dudes sitting there against two guys
like just scared
that had a coffee fucking mug or some shit, bro, and they're just like, we can't do anything. They're going to hurt us.
Yeah.
like you're on an airplane and it's being hijacked, regardless of whether you know it's going to get crashed into a building or not. You're not just going to sit there and let that plane get hijacked and let them go fuck with the pilots and all that shit, right? Like, I would stand up and be like, every dude with a set of balls better get on this motherfucking aisle with me and go brush these motherfuckers,
yeah, it's like,
well,
you know you're dying. Yeah. They're not going to, like, bring you to a
I'd rather
place.
get stabbed, bro.
Yeah.
Stab me, cut me. I don't care. I'm going to fucking rip your throat out,
and the thing is, like, you just got to not get sliced in the throat for the most part.
But, I mean, you send fucking 20 dudes at that one guy in a small aisle. You're fighting in a fucking phone booth at this point. That dude's dead, bro.
Easily.
Dead. Someone's going to take a couple lacerations, and that motherfucker will be dead, though.
And you're going to be fine, though. That's the thing. Just don't get hit in the throat. Like, that's it.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro.
But
it's
no, I mean, it is, like you said, it was, that type of fear was not a thing at that time.
No way. That was the most shocking thing that could have happened to us at that time.
And, you know, maybe they thought they were just going to be held for ransom or something, you know?
No, I don't feel like that's logic.
Still, though.
Like,
yes, you don't just.
How long are you going to stay in the
You don't just sit there and go, I hope somebody pays.
Yeah. Maybe the pilots are dead already? Like,
no,
what do you...
the pilots were not dead.
I hope someone pays to get us back. Fuck that. You're a dead man, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, I would charge freaking. Well, everybody says that. Like, I would do this, I would do that until the moment, but.
Yeah, bro. I think it depends on how much you've been through in life to know whether you would do it or not for real, though. Most people who've just lived a cush life, they wouldn't face that controversy.
The sad thing is like somebody has to start it because it's all mob mentality, even if it's for good. True. Like somebody has to start it.
For sure.
So, but it would suck if no one else got up and you got up and you're like, hey.
You're the only one. You just get your ass whooped by 6 of these guys.
You don't even know you're a hero and shit because you're dead.
That's wild.
Anyway. It just got fucked up.
It's crazy shit, man. We're dealing with a lot of crazy shit.
Go to that. Go to the.
This one?
The Pennsylvania one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you know that?
Because what she said,
talk about
misogyny.
Yeah.
The Pennsylvania one.
Pennsylvania. Where is it?
Did you guys like the one I sent with the women doing the roof?
Huh?
The women doing the roof?
Yeah, that shit was funny, bro. They were doing that shit slow as hell. So slow.
It was crazy.
It was slow as fuck. All right, let's check this one out. This is, what is this one about, Cody?
This is Josh Hawley, senator from Missouri, talking about.
What I've heard tonight, Jesse, is that most of the agents who were there at that rally in Butler were not Secret Service agents. They were, in fact, Homeland Security agents. And get this, most of those Homeland Security agents, the only training that they received was an online webinar, a 2-hour online webinar. And I'm told that about half the time, the sound to the webinar didn't even work. So think about this. The President of the United States, former President of the United States, Donald Trump, is sent out on stage. Most of the people there aren't trained. They're not qualified. They only got a webinar training, and even that didn't work. It is absolutely outrageous.
You're saying, and if we're to believe that there's this big Iranian threat, that this is coming down the pike and they had to beef up security, their idea of beefing up security was not putting more Secret Service agents and counter snipers. was just throwing in a bunch of
Mall cops.
guys that have never done this before from Homeland Security and sending them into some Zoom training that didn't work?
That's exactly right. I'm told that actually Homeland Security agents were pulled off of child exploitation cases, child endangerment cases, the stuff they normally do. They don't normally do protective detail work at all. They were pulled off those cases, said, here, you're going to go guard the former president of the United States. Watch this webinar. Oops, it doesn't really work. Oh, that's all right. Go out into the field anyway. Jesse, this is a nightmare. And we still have no answers. The only reason we know this stuff is because of whistleblowers. It's outrageous.
That is absolutely crazy. I can't even wrap my head around it. When you heard the first story about this counter sniper shoot, I thought it was the guys on the high roof. Then I heard it was the guys farther away. And now I'm hearing the first shot that was gotten off was by a local, and he wasn't even perched. He was on the ground.
What?
Yeah, all I can say is that is not what the director told Congress, and you just played the clip. I was sitting right there in the Senate when he testified that it was a Secret Service counter sniper who neutralized the threat, that is, took out crooks. He said nothing about another sniper, a local, nothing at all. Jesse, this is a pattern now. Why aren't these guys out there, Secret Service and FBI, doing regular briefings, answering questions, giving us answers? They're not doing any of that. They're hoarding the information. They're keeping it from the public. And this has gone on too long. I mean, people have got to get fired for this. What I've heard tonight, Jesse, is that most...
You know what's really crazy is, as a whole, this whole assassination attempt has been...
Washed away.
Yeah.
The narrative is controlled by them. MSN won't talk about it, and so it's gone. The one of the most fucking, I don't know, pivotal moments in an election
in modern day history,
and they're just like, shh. First they went fake, he's faking, catch up, and then they went shh.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
It's wild to like rewatch that video and like think of how crazy that actually is.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Like, and also imagine being that Cheeto lady, like just sitting at home, having like quit and resigned, like, and just watching all the information come out, and now you're about to get fucked. Like,
no, they're not gonna do shit.
She has to.
They're not gonna do shit, bro.
You really think so?
No, I don't give a fuck how much information comes out about how obvious this was a setup, which it is, which it is now. They're these fucking people are not gonna do anything about it.
Here's
bro.
a thought. I was thinking
even Congress, like they're having all these hearings and shit, and none of these senators or none of these fucking people are gonna do anything about the truth they discover or put out to the public. Yeah. They're just doing it to keep us all busy and occupied, bro. That's it.
I was thinking about this. Do you think that they like, I wouldn't say allow, but make room for something to happen like this?
Yeah.
Putting all these like agents that don't belong there, not putting counter snipers on the roof, on the water tower, all that stuff, just making it available for somebody. I mean, even
and like didn't actually hire the gun, but they just left it wide open for it to happen.
Yeah. Because
I mean, who knows? They probably get fucking counterintelligence all the time that lets them know there's something potentially could go down, and they seem to thwart the effort. Well, in this case, they were just like, look, let's just chill and see what happens.
Well, they did have somebody up there, but then they said that he left his post. It's like, what?
Yeah.
And the dude
none of it makes sense.
With a rangefinder.
Every step of the way, bro, every piece of information that we find out to be true, every single, like if you were to write a movie script about somebody setting up the president from within the government to be assassinated, this is exactly how you would write it, bro.
Be a good movie too.
Fuck yeah, but
why him though? That's what I don't get.
Why Trump or why Crooks? That is what I don't understand either. It's like,
because I mean, with Oswald was a sniper, right. I believe, in Marines.
But here's the other thing: how did they know Trump would end up there in this kid's neighborhood, and they've been grooming him for so long? Because that's the allegation.
What I'm saying is, why didn't they pick somebody that they knew could make the shot?
Because they have to. They look at us right now. We're confused. We're not sure what's true and what's not true. They wanted it to look that way, right? So they needed a random. If it was a dead, straight up sniper motherfucker, they'd be like so obvious, right?
Yeah. Well,
but here's the thing:
we still don't know about freaking Kennedy, though.
Right? Well, I think we do, but but again, nothing will ever be done about it. Yeah, it's being buried. But in this case scenario, the only thing that it brings to question for me is how did someone within Trump's campaign convinced him that this was a destination they needed to end up at eventually, and outdoors, long before Trump knew he was going to go there, because they've been grooming this kid to do this for a long time. He had those offshore accounts. He had all this encrypted communications. I mean, like the visits from someone that was near the FBI office, you know, like all these different things. These are all premeditated occurrences. These are planning and preparing this kid, brainwashing him, whatever they were doing to get him to do this shit, bro. How did they know Trump would end up there at an outdoor event at this point in time eventually? And who within his network said, hey, this is where we need to go next, and we need to make it an outdoor event?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's partially because it's so easy to manipulate somebody who's in his age range, too.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, anyone's easily manipulated.
Bro, they are paying attention to everyone.
Yeah.
They have us pinged. You know, they're watching us when we talk and do all that. I guarantee it, bro.
You think they're watching the pod?
They're not watching the pod. They got AI watching the pod for them and finding keywords and phrases. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like this kid, they probably fucking caught him on some kind of fucking chat group somewhere talking about, I fucking hate Trump. I would kill him if I could. And they were like, bingo.
Yeah.
There's a guy. Now we just got to get him ready, and we got to get someone within Trump's campaign to convince him to go to, what was it, Butler, Pennsylvania or some shit?
Yeah. Well, I imagine it like this is like it, and even with like the school shooting that happened, just imagine being that kid's dad and then like waking up the next day and your son either got killed or just did this horrific, well, both. Yeah. One died and did a horrific act, and one just did a horrific act and is still alive. It's like,
how come their family hasn't been interviewed and questioned?
They arrested his dad.
They did.
For what?
Because they don't.
Well, I believe that because it was the dad's gun, right?
For that one, yeah.
No, not for this one. For the Georgia one.
No, they don't know how he got the gun.
Well, I know they arrested his dad though.
Yeah, but because they don't know how he got a gun. His dad
weren't his parents Trump supporters too, though. I thought
we're talking about the Georgia one.
Now. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You lost
his dad. I think that was his dad's gun.
Yeah.
So that's why it's fucked up. It's like, okay, you know, your son went target practice like shooting
and
yesterday.
He went missing. Remember?
Is that what happened?
Remember? They said that he went missing. They called the police department and were like,
I thought
they reported him missing.
I thought they reported him. They said that they thought he was going to do something extreme, not that he was missing.
No, it was reported missing.
Oh, crazy!
Like the day before the.
No, that day they reported him missing.
That day.
Yeah.
The day of.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
So it was like they were suspicious of the fucking kid already. His own parents were, yeah.
See, but that's nuts to think. And now your son's gone, and he just tried to kill the previous president of the United States.
And now, like, to bring up, now you guys brought up the Georgia one. This whole situation just happens, and already Kamala's on her campaign trail talking about this shouldn't be happening. We've got to get this gun situation. It's just like, how I don't understand how people keep voting for these motherfuckers who want gun control. After seeing everything that goes on in this country right now, and how much you need to be armed and how much you need to be prepared for anything random to happen. People running into people's houses, going into stores, shooting people up, schools shooting people up, stealing, robbing you in the fucking, at a red light at any fucking street, not just in the hoods anymore. Like the random shit that's happening, bro. It's so insane. Well, and people are like, I want to vote for this motherfucker who doesn't want us to have guns.
And again, this kid was on the FBI's radar for over a year.
Yep.
The Georgia kid?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was on their radar.
They interviewed him.
Yeah.
They interviewed him and didn't find any suspicious cause to arrest him, so they let him go, but they did tell his parents and the school that they need to watch the kid. But they don't know how he got the gun. I don't know yet. Maybe it was his dad's, but I don't know. The other thing is when you said getting shot on the street, the 49ers wide receiver
bro.
They drafted this year, he got ran up on.
Shot in the chest.
Did you see that video?
Yeah. He got shot like right in his chest, like right below his shoulder.
Yeah.
Freaking, he was just walking, he had a Rolex on. The guy tried to rob him of his Rolex, and then he got shot. And I don't know if the other guy got shot as well, but he was also hurt and had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, the dude that was robbing him shot himself, right?
Did he?
Like on accident.
That's what I heard. He got shot
like in a fight or something, maybe?
Yeah, no, he didn't like just let him shoot him. He was like, nah, you're not taking my shit, bro. So
Well, good for him.
yeah, and now he's
And
fine.
that he lived, yeah.
And he's back at practice.
Is he really?
He was on the practice field.
I'm sure it went right through in a
It
fucking
did.
place where, I mean,
It's
right,
got to sting a little bit.
It's
though.
gonna tear up some muscle
he's
fibers
not a
for
quarterback
sure.
at least, though.
No, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
But he's a receiver.
yeah, lifting up that arm. Yeah,
gotta
body
catch.
pass is only one hand.
Speaking of, would you guys see that fucking
The
interception?
interception.
Oh my god, bro!
What
That's got to
was
be the
that?
most incredible thing I've ever
It's
seen.
pretty cool,
Dude,
These motherfuckers are getting crazy.
The rate of
athletic, bro.
gameplay is like
Yeah.
freaking crazy.
Yep. College has always been way
College
more
is
active
nuts.
than NFL, though. Like they do crazy cool shit in college football, man.
They really do,
Yeah.
and it's just so fast. Like,
Hey,
so
did you
much scoring.
bring that $5?
He
bet
sent
I
it
do.
to me right
Oh,
away.
he sent it to you right away?
Sent it
Okay,
to me
okay.
right away. I
Yeah,
called it, dude.
Dude, you're so lucky.
That was honestly NDSU offensive coordinator. I don't know about that guy, whoever
well,
it is.
the run up the middle every time, like, I don't know.
Well, and like, why would
Cole
you?
Payton.
You're it's fourth quarter, and you're gonna take a freaking the clock ran out. The play clock ran
delay
out.
of game.
It's like, why are you gonna take a delay of game right there? You should have called your timeout. I know you're down, but like, you guys were scoring on that drive.
Yeah.
There was no reason you didn't score. It was so
I think
crazy.
there was a couple of mistakes that definitely would have went the other way, but
yeah,
dude, 4 yards.
yeah. Oh my god, that guy, the quarterback for the NDSU, fucking went off though.
Cam Miller was on
yeah,
fire. He
what
was
a
on
what a
fire.
monster, dude.
Yeah.
He looks so tiny on TV too. Like his arms look scrawny and stuff. I had to look him up. He's like 6'2", 210 pounds is what they were saying. I was like, there's no way, but he's fast as fuck. Like
Yeah.
he was like,
And he
juking.
wasn't even that good last year. The last couple years, he wasn't that good. But
He was just showing out for the
holy
scouts.
moly, he went off.
Yep.
He was for
Yeah, he was
sure.
putting on a show for
he
sure.
was like, fuck it, this is my chance.
That was such an entertaining game.
It was a really good game.
I
I went
was-
to rookies, free Jello shots every time that Bison scores. So just
No
so you
way,
guys know,
that's
rookies
crazy.
is the spot. South Fargo. So West.
All right, I got a last couple we'll run through before we close it out here. This one was from our boy Matt Kim that we had on the show a few episodes ago. He's pretty detailed and pretty concise about the information he puts out. He's very careful about the information he receives and what he's willing to say. So this is a very interesting video that he recently made. Check this shit out.
Biden was seen at the beach this weekend. Or was he? We're going out there today, but follow me. It's gonna make sense. We've all seen this video. Biden hanging out at the beach in Delaware. People are wondering, who's running the country? Why is he vacationing when he promised to work like hell? Even some on the left saying things like, even when he's on vacation, he's working. But what people aren't asking, is that even him? Couple of points I need to make note of. One, these are not random trips to just drop by. Secret Service isn't beachwear. They were ready for this. Two, this is a public beach with a large boardwalk area. Where is all the footage of the motorcade and entourage blocking off roads and sidewalks to allow him to walk in? It should be a fiasco. 3. Biden isn't poor. What is he doing at a public beach? Using a public umbrella with random people walking around. There are unlimited private beaches with higher levels of security, and it's 2024. People bring tents or coverings to the beach. 4. Who are these random people walking around within reach of the President of the United States? They're either actors or this version of Biden is not worth protecting, especially considering the recent safety concerns of world leaders. 5. Why is he wearing a black t-shirt, facing into the sunlight, wearing a black t-shirt and hat? When have you ever seen an 81-year-old man do that? Instead of asking the obvious questions, everyone is thinking, why is he on vacation instead of running the country? Reality is, they knew what the negative backlash of showing Biden at the beach would be. This is not a photo op. It's a proof of life. Instead of thinking, where's the real Joe Biden? We're all thinking, Biden is lazy. Classic misdirection. They're literally telling us that it's just theater. Maybe it's time to start believing them. Biden was seen at the beach this weekend.
I like how the first comment is, LOL, this is a reach. You're better than this. And then he responds so well. I don't know if you'll be able to find it now. But anyway, he's like, just having fun is what he said. And I just like that response. It's like,
Hey, he doesn't play into other people talking shit ever.
yeah.
It is weird though, right? Like the whole setup, everything looks strange about it. We've seen him on the beach before with his shirt off, laid out. It's very private. Security's everywhere. And in this case scenario, it's just like we want you guys to see him.
Yeah.
We want to make sure everyone sees he's present. But again, the question does have to be asked: who is running the fucking country?
Mm-hmm.
This dude's been on vacation since they ran a coup on his ass, and Kamala is campaigning. So who's in charge right now of America? Who's running shit at the White House?
But honestly, though, if they kind of like switched up on you like that too, what would you do?
I mean, sure, but I think they would stop me from doing it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me just be like, fuck it. You guys are
I'm
on
just
your
gonna
own.
hang out on the beach, bro.
Yeah, it's a free world right now. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, no way. They wouldn't let that happen, but they're letting it happen.
Joe Rogan made a good point today. He said that he thought that Joe Biden might have fucked the Democrat Party by endorsing Kamala before he stepped down.
Interesting. Why would that be?
Because they probably had somebody else in mind.
Oh,
I see what you mean.
So they had to go with her then.
Now that's why they're scrambling and doing all this fucking half-assed effort shit to cover up all their games. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. All right, let's finish off on this one here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so rumor has it, and Gateway Pundit's pretty good about being pretty accurate on their info too. The only thing I will say is the information they got about this, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But they're saying basically that Travis Kelce's team calls in lawyers after leaked contract allegedly reveals staged relationship breakup date with Taylor Swift.
Oh.
So according to the leaked document, a planned breakup date of September 28th has already been set and strategized.
Look at Tommy Vax. Imagine giving a shit about this. Yeah.
That'll be nuts, though. That'd be cool. I hope so.
I just saw them, too. They posted that her plane just landed in Kansas City and right before their first official game of the season, and she's going to be doing football all year with us again. Or at least until September 28th, maybe.
No way.
What do you think? You guys think this is valid or not?
I think that's not gonna happen.
You don't think so?
Why would they stop so soon? Right.
But now people are gonna be like, well, if they don't break up on the 28th, this wasn't true. But it's just like, well, what if they got wind of it? Like if it's true,
they saw it.
You know, and he's got his attorneys on it. You know what I mean? I don't know. But how would that get leaked?
My guess is they're gonna. It's got to be after after this year, I'll say.
Well, I don't think Kansas City is going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Why?
Because the Cowboys are going to.
Big Cowboys guy now.
Yeah, big Cowboys guy.
He's back.
Now that they're like in contention, you can cheer.
We've been
for
in
them
contention.
Still.
What are you talking about? Did you not watch last year?
Yeah.
You guys didn't say shit about the text I sent you guys earlier.
What is it?
About the Eagles being voted the worst fucking fan base. Yeah.
Well, they
went
do
over that before. Yeah.
Yeah, but they won the record again, bro. You guys are consistent.
We don't have people getting shot and stuff at our games, so I don't really
excuse
care.
it, Dion.
Dude,
don't excuse
the Bills.
it.
People are literally dying at the tailgate.
But they're not highlighting it. They just have better PR on the Eagles team, bro. That shit don't make the news. They're like, nah, don't let mainstream show that shit. You're gonna make us look bad.
Literally psychopaths, no shirt, like fucking just blizzarding out, and they're out there fucking jumping through tables. Like that's nuts.
I still always think Raiders take the cake as being one of the worst fan bases ever.
Them too.
They're bad, bro. Like I've told you guys the stories how we used to go in San Diego and just no tickets to the game when the Chargers and Raiders were playing because they're rivals. We'd go with our homeboys from San Diego, even though we're all from LA and they were LA's at the time. We'd go with all our homeboys from San Diego because that's where we lived, and we'd fucking just parking lot party, bro, and fucking wait for shit to kick off, and we'd have big ass fights with Raiders fans in the parking lot all the time. Like we'd be drinking beer bottles and throwing them into plastic bags, and when we were done, just to swing the fucking plastic bags at motherfuckers' faces when we got into these brawls. Like you would see crowds of Raiders fans, crowds of Raiders fans, crowds of Chargers fans, and we'd be merging on each other in a parking lot and bats and chains and fucking bottles, like everything, bro. Like, and it just turns into this massive parking lot brawl. Like, we didn't even have tickets, dead ass. We just went to the game to fucking.
That's so crazy.
What do they call it? Fucking
tailgate.
Tailgating, yeah. And then we'd fucking, and once everyone started getting drunk, motherfuckers would start mobbing the whole parking lot, looking for other groups of Raiders fans, and we just fucking fight, bro.
That's so crazy.
So Raiders fans, they are the fucking worst, though, bro.
See,
because like San Diego was only doing it to defend themselves because they knew every year the Raiders fans were coming to start shit. So the San Diego fans just started.
They had to fight.
Yeah, getting their mass of people together too, so that they can be the ones to fight them.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to bring up the fact.
If whenever you guys act like you take football so serious, I'm just like, get out of here.
Yeah. You guys came to US Bank Stadium and stole all of our seats.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
What?
Yeah.
The
They just
Vikings
came to
fans
fucking-
suck, honestly. I'm
They
not
came
gonna
to
lie.
US Bank Stadium and stole the seats.
That's funny as fuck.
The Vikings fans, they're like, "Oh, you guys are so mean to us." Like, shut the fuck up.
We can't help that
dude.
we're respectful. And
Yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Respectful.
we're respectful.
Minnesota nice or Minnesota scared?
Yeah.
Minnesota nice. I went
did-
to a Washington Redskins game and we beat the dog shit out of them. I didn't say shit to the guys that were fucking.
You
talking
shouldn't.
shit.
You shouldn't. You're a sane human, aren't you? You don't need to say shit. You're not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
I
not
know.
gonna fucking talk shit when we're beating the shit out of your team.
But that's the thing. Like, that's the difference between
Oh
people.
no, but
It's
you guys will
not-
do it to me.
Yeah, you.
Okay,
For sure.
you respect everyone else more than me, right?
Wait, Cody literally said like
I
the
get
one
text
sending
messages and
fucking-
Facebook posts
I
from
was
you
gonna say,
motherfuckers
sending me
talking shit about the
memes
Cowboys.
about
Cody sent
Viking
10,
pride.
10 fucking posts about the Cowboys. Just went in on you. I was like, oh my god.
I can't have
funny.
pride in my team or I'll get attacked. Is that what it is?
Basically.
It pops up in my feed all the time. I can't help it.
Hey, I wanted to bring up that Cody said we're what did you say? We're 13 and
Yeah, but I
Oh, he told our record on the Fever team.
I
Yeah.
didn't say that. What I meant by saying that is that
you're a big fever
They
guy.
were
They
16
were.
and whatever.
I meant to say they were the last.
That's why there was
place
no
team.
apostrophe.
That's
in
why I
the
was
WE.
confused.
I
I
was
was
dri-
like-
yeah, I was driving and texting.
I was like, oh, why would you say that? You said we were. I was like, oh, okay.
Dan's all, bitch, you think you're on the team.
You're on the women's basketball team.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm Caitlin Clark.
Hey, man, I got Caitlin Clark fever too, though. Like, this chick is bad. She's doing unprecedented things for the WNBA. Everyone's attacking her, and you know, it's clearly a race thing that's going on.
Making her more
yeah,
popular.
They're just making her more popular, but they're also making her go harder. Like, the statistics they're showing from pre to now, like, she's turned it around, bro. She's like, okay, you guys think it's just some white privilege shit? I'm gonna ball all you bitches up.
Yeah.
And she's doing it, bro. I think it's fucking awesome. I think she's got her head in the game. She's focused.
David
They're
Portnoy
putting them
bet
Kobe
$100,000.
Bryant shoes on her, bro, because she got that Mamba mentality.
Yeah, but that's like, that's great and all. I'm still not watching, but like I'm happy for her.
I
Yeah,
watched the
I'm a
highlights.
fan, bro.
Do
I'm
you?
a fan of her. I don't watch anyone else, but when I can catch a game of her playing, I love to sit and watch because I just like to see her perform. She's
I don't
bad,
like
bro.
basketball in general, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't either. But
I like
she's
basketball.
entertaining.
Yeah, but like Stephen Curry's white and he's still good.
You're a basketball American and you don't like basketball?
I think you gotta cut that out.
I ain't cutting shit out.
That's crazy.
What's wrong, D?
I don't like basketball. That's crazy.
That's good.
All right, let's end it on that note since it was funny. Hell yeah. All right, just a quick one for you guys. We do have a couple guests over the next couple of weeks coming on, so I'm excited for that. A couple pretty good guests. So appreciate you guys checking us out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Tell your friends about us. Don't tell your friends about us. Talk good, talk bad. Doesn't really matter as long as you're talking about us. Peace.